as well. It's just every time I feel like Joey's trolling every time he calls in. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? I'm glad you brought up the condom thing, but then
with 50% accuracy. Losers rose. Dart with 50% accuracy. With 50% accuracy. Losers rose. Dart with 50% accuracy.
I'm not going to interrupt much on this. I'm just going to leave this video as is. Pay attention to his language. He never clearly makes a pick. He says both teams have a chance. This is deception, and if it wasn't illegal, I wouldn't be able to post this, but I can post it because Zach is breaking Patreon policy and the law. This is literally gambling fraud by definition.
It is NBA Cup today. A lot of tight games in the NBA. I think some of the better plays are in hockey.
If Detroit can win today, they will win their 14th straight. We know a lot of streaks do go to 14. And pull that up here real quick. Again, they haven't won 13 straight since their championship season. It used to be that when a streak was at 13, it would almost always hit that 14th, and then so often it would end. And again, the word end does equal 14 and 13. The threat about it ending at 13 is just that Detroit has that 91 connection, the 13th triangular number. But I see Boston can fall to 5-5 at home and 9-9 for the year, and both of those connect to the location. The Pistons coach can also stay on 330 losses on the 330th day of the year. There's an NBA Cup stat that's a little worrisome. The Celtics can become 2-2 in the NBA Cup if they win. So that's the one thing that makes me hum and haw. Could be some close games today. The date numerology today is 1. Could be some buzzer beaters, some real close games. Again, the Pavs are 19, 46, and 82. The lesser date numerology 62. But I do give the edge to the Pistons. The Knicks and the Hornets. 36 usually plays for the Hornets because Hornets equals 36 forwards and backwards. So I got to lean towards the Hornets falling to 3-6 at home. By the way, another thing I want to say is yesterday when I looked at that Lakers-Clippers game on the surface, it looked like Lakers all day. They had the 13-4 playing for them, and the Clippers had the 13 playing against them. When I went to the coach category, that's when I saw Redick had 2 Los Angeles numbers to be lost. Obviously, that didn't happen. The Lakers won by 17 in the 17 league. It was just like the day before. We still gave the Kings the edge because they had all the value, but the scare was Doug Christie get his 38th loss versus Minnesota. The coaches, historically in the NBA, I don't like. They're very, very misleading. But we saw at the beginning of the year, they were on fire. But then after, for about last week and a half now, they've been mostly misleading. I flipped around probably about 7 or 8 games in the last week and a half, 2 weeks because of the coaches. And I've missed almost every single one of those games. So, again, just a reminder, what's on the surface is definitely better than the coaches at this point. It was kind of weird how well the coaches played at the start of the season. That might have been the best they've ever played. But yeah, I got to lean on the 3-6 thing here. Hornets and 36 usually happens. My one scare is it is the 26th, and the Knicks could fall to 2-6 away. And I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of tributes to Kobe this year because, again, it's the 80th season that'll end in 26, and Brian equals 80 and 26. So if the 3-6 didn't happen, remember, it could be the year of Kobe. I still got to lean on the 3-6 today. The Bucks and the Heat. We've seen the 74 play a few times with the Heat today. It's a coach thing, and the coaches have been missing lately, but there'd be a lot of value if the Bucks upset. Doc Rivers can get his 74th win with the Bucks over the Heat. I'd be more inclined to take the Bucks at plus 11.5 today. It's one date numerology, so they could lose by 10, but you see a lot of 11 in Bucks games because Bucks is 11. So if I played that game, I'd be more inclined to go Bucks plus 11.5. They do have decent value in a dollar parlay. The Pacers and the Raptors. I suspect the Raptors coach stays on 114 losses. The Pacers like that number, get to 7-2 at home. Toronto. I suspect the Raptors get it done here. There are some ones that could go for the Pacers on the one date numerology. It has a lot of value. You could think about it in dollar parlay. Thunder, they're not really a team to be doubted this year. If they win, they're 9-0 at home. They'd stay on 1 loss for the year on the one date. Of course, they could get their first home loss, but it's more likely they stay on 1 loss for the year and get to 9-0 at home. Thunder 90. T-Wolves would fall to 5-5 away. Timberwolves 55. If I did take the T-Wolves, I'd take them at plus 11.5. Pelicans, they're slight dogs at home. They can be taken with the points. 3.5-point dog on the one date. If they win, they're 3-8 at home. Memphis likes 38 a lot. So I'm leaning that way. I wish though that in the series record they couldn't fall to 44-44. I don't like that. Again, just it's Wednesday, the 44 day of the week. But again, they can be taken with the points, and that 3-8 is there. I did flip this one around because of the coaches, even though I know better. It's just 121. Anytime I see a 121 or a 122 in Warriors game, I got to play it. I remember it could have been, God, the way time's flown by. It might have been 5 years ago that the opener for the season was the Warriors and the Rockets. And the score of that game was 121-122. The Warriors prevailed. That might have been the year that it finished with the finals with Curry losing to the Raptors. But yeah, I remember these teams having a buzzer beater type of finish with the old 121-122. I saw Udoka can get the 121st loss. And yeah, coaches have been misleading, but like I said, I just can't go against 121-122 in a Warriors game. If the Rockets do win today, they should win back-to-back over Utah and end up getting that 14th win. But they could lose today and go into the Rockets game or the Jazz game 6-3 away. Jazz do like 63. So Rockets are the dog. If I took them, I would take the points. Could be another close game. Could be 122-121 again. Golden State Warriors 243 when you add it up. The Blazers and Spurs is definitely dicey. I'd be real careful with that game. The reason I put the Spurs on top is because they can be taken with points, and it could be a number of close games today. One date numerology. There's some more bold stuff up there as well, but Blazers, if they win, they're 4-4 at home. By the way, in college basketball, if Portland gets upset today, the Portland Pilots, the Catholic school, they're going to be 4-4 if they get upset. They're a 5.5-point favorite today. I looked at that game and looked at the coaches. I didn't see anything with the coaches, but the Portland upset in college basketball would be 4-4, just like the Blazers have a chance to get to 4-4 at home, or the Spurs coach can get his 44th win. But again, the coaches have been quite misleading. Kings got some bye today. I'm supposed to say Kings can be taken with points. My bad, typo here. The Kings, they seem to have a little bit more going for them than the Suns, and they can be taken with the points. And if the Suns lose, it sets them up to fall to 3-6 away against the Thunder, who love 36. So Kings got value, can be taken with the points. The Predators and the Red Wings, just anytime I see something 16 related to a Tennessee team, I gravitate towards that way. You saw the Seahawks at the Titans this past weekend, 16 points to half. I mean, it happens all the time. If the Predators lose today, they'll be 1-6 and 2 away, and they would stay on 16 points. Why they fell to 1-6 and 2 away. So keep in mind it is the 26th as well, which is the 16th composite number. So I'm leaning that way, but I don't think this is a great narrative on either side. The Flames and the Lightning also looks a little bit iffy today. And because of the one date numerology, maybe you have a lot of close games today. Maybe you have a lot of one-goal games today. Could be a reason to take dogs with the goals in a situation like this. And maybe I should have put the Flames narrative with the goals upstairs. Yeah, you could argue that is the smarter move. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that game, though. The Panthers and Flyers I'm also not crazy about. I gravitate towards the gematria connection, but Philadelphia Flyers in 93 is not a great pattern with them. You know, they love 31. There's numbers they like 85, but yeah, this one's also a bit iffy. And you could argue that some of these with the goals narratives really should be up top instead at the bottom because they're very similar narratives. The Devils and the Blues is also tough because Blues 14 plays the Blues, so does 31. The Devils are either staying on 14 wins or picking up their 31st points. So yeah, I don't know if I like that game very much either. The Bruins and the Islanders, I'd be inclined to take Boston with the goals here. I see how they could win the next two on the road. And if they lose an OT, they would have 29 points. If they lose an OT and you have them with the goals, that's a winning situation. The Islanders lose an OT, they have 29 points. So yeah, if the Islanders, well, if it goes to OT and the Bruins win or lose, again, you got the goals, you get the win. The Sabres and the Penguins, I got to gravitate towards the 6-3 and 2 at home for the Penguins if they win because Buffalo's 63, but the date numerology is the threat here, and we know date numerology can mess it up. They could stay on 10 wins, and the Sabres could get their 10th win, both breaking down to 1 on the 1 date. The Jets and the Capitals, also a little bit iffy today, but I had to go where the gematria was. Can't remember more than one time. I know it's played for us a bunch of times. So the Blue Jackets falling to 5-4-1 at home is making sense to me. Maple Leafs becoming 10-10-3 on the 1 date makes sense. I guess that's one thing I could have written down as a threat. Maple Leafs can stay on 1 road win. That'd be the threat. But Maple Leafs can be taken with the goals. And probably the smart move there. Maple Leafs with the goals. The Wild and the Blackhawks. There's 2 gematria things I like here. If the Wild win, they're 13-7-4. Chicago Blackhawks is 137. And if the Wild win, they have 6 road wins, 5 combined road losses. Chicago Blackhawks 65. That pattern's played well in Blackhawks games. Oh, actually, hold on. The Wild, I guess you could take the Wild goals. You lose a lot of value like that. The Wild are actually the favorite here at Chicago that could be taken with the goals. But I think the Wild get this one done. You got 2 strong gematria things there. All right. Now, I think this is a dollar parlay must. The Sharks have been so good for us this year. If you've been paying attention, if you've been playing my Sharks games, this has been the biggest moneymaker team of the year. They've had so many nice upsets, so many high-value games. And going against the Avs in Colorado is obviously a major risk, but there's a nice thing here if the Sharks upset. So I think the Sharks are a dollar parlay must tonight. If they win and the Avalanche lose, the Avalanche have 8 home wins, 3 home losses. Colorado 83, San Jose 83. And if it goes to overtime, and that could happen because both these teams have the 43 connection as well. You could see a 4-3 score here in overtime. If the Avalanche lose an OT, they're going to have 38 points going into Minnesota. Minnesota 38, like Colorado 38, the 38 state. And if the Avalanche just got beat in regulation, they could stay on 37 points on a Wednesday. So some good reasons to think the Sharks could shock the Avalanche at plus 300. And the 1-1-8's been good with Montreal this year. If Canadians lose, they're 11-8-3, so I'm leaning that way for that one. That's been a winning pattern. I guess if you took Montreal side, you could take the goals. But yeah, I got to lean on the 1-1-8. That's been playing. Let's see. The Senators and Golden Knights. I'd be inclined to take the Senators with the goals here. They have a chance to do that 6-4 and drop the Golden Knights to 5-4-3 at home. So you got the gematria on both sides if that happens. This could also be an OT game. If the Senators did lose an OT, they'd become, or not the Senators, if the Golden Knights lost an OT, they'd be 10-5-8, where Senators is 1-05, like 10-5. The Canucks and the Ducks, I just got to go with the 13. 13 usually plays with the Ducks games. Canucks can get the 13th loss. There is a threat looking ahead, but the more immediate narrative's at 13. I pretty much take 13 by default in the Ducks game. And Kraken got value. They can be taken with the goals. I like that they can drop the Stars to 8-2-3 away. Seattle's 82, and so is the Rangers. The Stars' next road game is against the Rangers. And imagine that they lost an OT. They'd be 8-1-4, and then they could fall to 8-2-4 versus the Rangers if it went to OT. So anyhow, this game and the next game point to that 82 thing. The threat of them winning is becoming 9 wins, 4 combined road losses. Seattle, Washington is 94. So yeah, Kraken can also be taken with the goals. College basketball, I was just looking for in the ranked game category, games with value. If Gonzaga gets beat, they're the favorite. They're 7-1. Gonzaga Bulldogs is 71 like Catholic. And again, Gonzaga is a Jesuit school, so by default it's Catholic. And Michigan's not a Catholic school, but in a sense they are, because Michigan equals Catholic, and you have that ritual like you saw Harbaugh when he met the Pope when he was with Michigan, and Jake Butt got drafted by the 71 team. The Denver Broncos is the 145th pick when Catholic is 145 and 71. Also, the Michigan coach, if he upsets, he's going to stay on 79 losses, and Players Era Festival is 79. And then the NC State Texas looks pretty iffy. Actually, I'd be real careful with this one. I saw it was the NC State coach's birthday. That doesn't mean he wins, but I saw that he was on 106 losses, and that's the name of this tournament. So maybe he doesn't lose again in the tournament. If he wins, he hits the location. But if NC State loses, they're 5-2, like NC State Wolfpack. Like Texas comes in 5-2. So I don't know. That one's definitely iffier to me. If I had to play one of the two, I'd take the Michigan narrative. It's got value, and again, you got a reason for Gonzaga to go down. All right, so yeah, again, 2 legs to walk. I think there's probably a few 2-teamers you could put together today, but a lot of these games I think are best avoided. So be selective as always. Let me drop the link and see what you guys got. Also, here, little vote. Let's do a vote actually before you guys call in. I have probably about 4 more hours to do for the NFL notes, and I can do it today, and we can stream tonight for the NFL, or we can stream early tomorrow. There's no NBA or NHL tomorrow, so we can definitely focus on football. Would you guys rather have the NFL stream tonight or tomorrow early? If you want it tonight, 1. If you want it tomorrow early, 2. A 1 for tonight, a 2 for tomorrow. Both. Right now, the 1s are dominating. For those of you guys who want it both, you can watch it tonight and watch it again tomorrow. It looks like the tonights have it. All right. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it after my daughter goes to sleep, probably. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish everything before then. Pretty much there's a huge window in my day where I got to take care of the little girl. So it's probably gonna start about 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern. So for those of you who that's too late, you can just watch it in the morning. But that way it gives everybody more time to go over it. So yeah, I'll be putting out the notes, and I pretty much have all the information in for the league by the time I'm done. And we'll get all of our conclusions for tomorrow's game. And we'll do the Black Friday game too, because we'll stream again Friday because we're back. But there's not really any reason to do another stream for tomorrow because there's no NBA or NHL. So I guess holiday vacation. I know Sweet Lady will be happy if I just spend all family time tomorrow since she's got the day off. Anyway, let's Dave says too many clues in the morning. Okay. We'll do it tonight, and I'll play it by ear in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. I'll try and get one in the morning for the morning clues. Okay. All right. We got 510, then Jamar 32, then Matthew. What's up, 510?
What up, Zach? I just want to apologize to everybody. I was just way off on all my decodes yesterday. They kicked my ass, bro. The Dallas fucking raped the fucking Oilers yesterday. What they ended with like 7-1 or some shit.
That's why I said that game was tough because
Yeah.
the 8-1 thing plays for the Stars, and yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. My bad. So yeah, that it did. Tristan Del Silva, fucking bullshit. I said Connor McDavid for the 2 assists, bullshit. I ain't no troll, but I do think honestly, like I was thinking, like some people that always be in the chat that kind of entice or instigate everybody that never calls in. I think they're the trolls. That's all I gotta say. It's like that Gabe dude. I think he's actually a Fed. I know we got some bookies in here and shit like that, but yeah, that's all I gotta say, Zach.
Just block the trolls. Just block the trolls. So all you gotta do is block them. All right, what's up, Gematria 32?
Zach was good. Real quick, I'm trying to be fast. That there is a lot on the Blazers side, especially with today being the 330th day of the year, like the
33rd state.
33rd state. There's a lot there, but I want to see them go into that. They play the Thunder next, right?
The Blazers?
Yeah.
Let me double check. Yeah, if they lose the next 2, they're gonna be 3-6 at home.
Yeah, and then that 11, they could go in with the 11. So it's like I don't, but there's a lot there though. I like what you wrote. I like what you wrote.
It's a dangerous game. That's the way I see it. But seeing that they do play the Thunder next, I was overlooking that they could fall to 3-6 at home.
Yeah, but like I said though, there is a lot on the other side. Both sides. This game is not one of the my 2 legs, but I'm just putting that out there. The Heat, if they win, do you think they go into the Pistons game 9-1, like 91?
Hold on. How is it?
The Heat, if they win, they'll be 9-1. Detroit, they like 91, right?
Oh yeah, 9-1 at home. They got the Pistons at home next. I think I overlooked that too. Yeah, they can become 9-1 before they host Detroit. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh man, can you double check this? If the Hornets lose, what is it, the next 3 or something like that? They'll be 3-9 against New York in New York.
If the Hornets lose the next 3
or something like that, yeah.
For their home record,
I think they play the Knicks. No, the Knicks will be at home.
If they lose the next 2, they're 3-7 at home after Chicago. But we know Chicago has a chance to fall to 9-9 there as well. Like Hornets is 99.
Yeah. That's why
3-8.
They play the Knicks. I know.
If they fell to 3-9, it'd be versus the Nuggets.
It'll be versus the Nuggets. All right. So I miscounted on that one. The Raptors. I like that.
If they win one of the next 3 at home, they're 4-6. Raptors is 46, so that could be if they win one of the next 3 at home.
Right. That Raptors game, the 7-2, right?
Yeah, that one looks like it should. I mean, Toronto's a huge favorite. Are they going to cover 10.5 on a one-date numerology? I'm not sure about that, but they look like they should win.
And that Pelicans, man, I want to see if this 38 hits with Memphis already. You know, the Memphis in 38.
That's where the value is.
Yeah, I want to see if
Spread
this.
is 44 and 44 in the series on a Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. And the Pistons. And I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just leave it there. I'm gonna let other people get on. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you. Good luck, everyone. Good luck.
All right, man. Appreciate it. What's up, Matthew?
Hey, Zach. Hey, chat. I really don't have anything as far as new for today. I just wanted to talk about the Wizards upset yesterday. I didn't get a chance to call in or send you this information, and I felt so bad. Do you have StatMuse up? Okay. On StatMuse, if you can just put in the Wizards record at home all time and look at their losses, what they stayed on. Mind blowing.
Oh, 11-25. Like
Yeah, Zach. Oh, dude, I because my phone was on the fritz yesterday, and I wanted to, oh my God, I should have just put a post on Free to Find Truth or something. I wanted to get this information out because I seen this a little bit late, right before the game started, and I was like, no way. So I just threw a couple of bucks on there. But if you pull up the actual game, right, I actually have it right here, so you don't have to do much of the work. The Wizards beat the Hawks 132-113. What was it yesterday? So you told me what was it? DC was founded 7/16/1790. Yesterday was 132 days since that date. And they ended up beating the Hawks with a score of 132. And apparently, I believe at halftime, I think the total was at 132. So it just
it was 77-55 on the 77th ring.
Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of like point that out. I was just like, oh my gosh. So maybe it might behoove us to start checking the the road home stuff like that for like all time, just for the team and stuff like that. That's all. I just thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, no doubt that was the ritual. 11-25. I wonder if there's something more to that number. So
and see, that's the thing, because I know you got that beautiful mind, so you can make more of a sense out of this.
Yeah, the Wizards became the Philadelphia area code, the old capital, which is interesting too.
Oh, okay. And then did anybody already touch the Pistons game?
Going for their 14th straight win.
Yeah, 104 days before what's his name's birthday? Their coach. Yeah, Bickerstaff. Yeah, but what was kind of funny was like if you look at the record, they become 16-2, right? It's a reflection of the number 261, and today is 261 days after his birthday. So I was just like, wow, that's kind of like interesting. But yeah, it looks like they're gonna keep it at 14, and maybe they break their 14 game win streak the next game, not this game, but like after, because the Wizards were supposed to get to that 15th, but they did.
If the Heat did win the next two, they would end up getting their 14th win and ending the Pistons win streak at 14, like end is 14. So maybe that's what they're gonna do.
Yep, I think that might be it. All right, Zach, well, that's all I got, brother. I'm let somebody else get in, and I'm gonna listen off stream.
All right. Yeah, good observation about yesterday's upset.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, take care. Yeah, like I said, if I took the Bucks, I'd play them at plus 11.5. I still feel comfortable with that, but it is looking more like the Heat probably win this game. The value there is with the Bucks upset. I think the Bucks are still dollar parlay worthy too, just in case that 74 didn't play. We've seen a lot of 74 at the Heat games this year. But yeah, I could see that double 14 to end the streak. What's up, Dave?
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
Hey, man.
First thing, I'm going to change my answer. I say stream tonight. That way you could be with your family. If you have the TV on in the morning, maybe you could just, like you do the Sunday stuff, with the home and away records. If you see something, just put it on the Patreon.
Well, I know I'll pay attention to how the morning's going. If there's anything major, I'll try and hop on real quick to have a quick discussion. So I'll play it by ear.
Well, I mean, just some of us know what to look for, as far as players walking in and stuff. But just some of the new guys. That's why I'm just saying. Yeah. If you happen to see something like a jersey or a T-shirt or whatever somebody doing.
Yeah.
I did take a little shot out the Wizards yesterday just because of the 14. They were on a 14 game losing streak, and we do know 14, and that 15 was there for Atlanta. But it was just like, even the Stars picked up their 14th win yesterday, so that's kind of weird with the 14. But yeah, I took a small shot. I didn't know about the 11-25 thing. I just, you taught us about 14 and end, so it's always worth it, even though it doesn't come in sometimes. But I think it's worth it.
Historically, the streaks would go to 14 and then they would end.
Yeah, and I know that the Atlanta 15 was there, but certain things you teach us, you got to try it.
Sure.
It looks like the Penguins can get their 27 points playing Buffalo.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's definitely a good Buffalo number. Did I overlook that? 25. I
Yeah.
sure did. Oh yeah, so they have a double Buffalo thing going on today. Yeah, that upgrades that scenario quite a bit. Yeah, good one. Can't believe I missed that.
The only thing I got is it's story related. News and sports. For some reason, they decided to write a story on Jason Kelsey's wife and their 4 daughters. I guess somebody's complaining that they named them all boys' names or, gender friendly or whatever. But just the 4 came up. Either the Bears or the Eagles will get their 4th loss on Friday. So, news and sports. Also, the Pope will be in Turkey on Friday. Bald eagle was named the national bird, but it was supposed to be the turkey kind of story thing.
After Thanksgiving, I mean, it's just...
Yeah. And then he's got the ties to Philadelphia and Chicago. And then, he's, like I said, he'll be in Turkey. Actually,
win, get to 9-3. Philadelphia Eagles, 93rd season.
The thing that they're going to be talking about is called the Nicene Creed.
By the way, guys, about that Black Friday game, don't be surprised if it's 47 points because 1128 is the 47th triangular number, and Black Friday equals 47.
Okay. But what he's going to be doing there is it's called the Nicene Creed. That's got 85 and 58 on the left side ciphers. So,
okay.
Yeah, I saw those numbers and I said, okay, there's got to be something to this with the 58 and 85. And, him being in Turkey, Chicago, Philadelphia related. But those are just the news and stories that I just want to present. Maybe there's something there in the decodes.
Hold on. I was overlooking the Eagles can also become 9-3. Okay, I'm going to think more about that one. But, Saturn's 93 times 47. Saturn, the keeper of time, and Saturn's associated as the black planet, like it's Black Friday. So.
Yeah, well, they got the opportunity to win the 101st home game as well, just depending on how it goes tomorrow. It's on 98.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's it for me.
All right.
Just those stories. All right.
All right.
Take care, Zach. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, this Penguins Sabres narrative definitely got an upgrade. I was overlooking the 27 points. That makes a lot of sense. Double Buffalo thing if Penguins get it done here. Let's get Big Money, then Soldier Fields, then Trey. What's up, Big Money?
Hey Zach, how's it going? Just a couple notes for tonight's NBA game since it's one date numerology. There's a lot of number one picks overall playing. Cade Cunningham, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, Zion Williamson, and Victor Wembanyama. And then also players who wear number one, Devin Booker, Wembanyama, and Amen Thompson. Jimmy Butler wears number 10 as well. So a lot of players going tonight. As far as the football game tomorrow for the Lions and Packers, I found 235s for that game. Tomorrow is Amon-Ra St. Brown's 35th day of his age, and the Lions coach can get his 35th career loss.
Okay.
As the coach in Detroit, I believe he can get his 35th loss.
Okay.
Yep. That was all I had though. I hope you have a nice Thanksgiving with you and your family, man.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, take care, man. Yeah, I got to do all the players and the analysis essentially, but I got pretty much everything else plugged in for every game. So, gotta give those stadium records a second look too. What's up, Soldier Fields?
What's up, Zach? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, cool. All right, so just calling about the Bears game on Friday. Let's see. So I don't know about the whole year. I haven't looked into it yet, so maybe somebody could. But for Caleb's last two games, he painted his nails silver versus the Vikings, right? And they won. And then last week against the Steelers, he painted them green, leading up to the Eagles, silver and green, and he won both games. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but yeah, that's all I have. Yeah, he paints his nails apparently a different color every game. So because my brother still watches the Bears game, so he let me know. I was like, let me know what color, what green and silver leading up to the Eagles game. That's kind of weird. So yeah, anyway, that's all.
All right, I'll look more into it.
All right, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, see. What's up, Trey?
Hey, Zach. I'll be quick. I just wanted to point out something mainly for observation. That's been doing pretty good for me in the NBA. The team name and city and the reduction cipher has been hitting pretty decently on the home away record for the day. I didn't call in for it yesterday for the 2-on-1 for the Lakers, but
You still there? Hello?
Yeah.
He came back.
okay, sorry, I was getting a call. Yeah, basically, so we got the Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trailblazers equals 90, and there's 9 games today. So I'm not putting a whole lot. I mean, I'm putting that down for sure, but I'm not super confident all home teams winning. But like I said, it's been pretty decent. Like I say, 50 is a whole lot better than the NFL. I'll tell you that much. But I mean, they got a lot more opportunities every day. So, but yeah, I'd say probably about 50-50 when there's an opportunity for Gematria to play in the home away record for the last team or teams playing. It's been coming in at about 50% rate. So I just wanted to point that out so you guys can start paying attention to that too.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's all I got, man.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah.
I guess there's one more thing there for the Suns I didn't write down. We come 4-4 away Wednesday. All right. We got Leo. What's up, Leo?
Yo, what up, Zach? Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. So this is my first time calling, first time actually decoding anything. So just bear with me. But what I'm looking at is Devin Booker, number 1 on one-day numerology. He's playing in the Golden One Center in Sacramento. And so I'm expecting him to have a good, a good game, go over his points. But if he was to go off and, go crazy, which Devin Booker can do from time to time, if he scores 55 points, that's the 10th Fibonacci and the 10th triangular number. 10 breaks down to 1. And he'll end up with 1,103 points on the season, 113. He was the 13th pick in the first round.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all I had for you.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, number 1 on the one date, star player for the team. I'm going to drop the link again. If we don't have a whole lot going on, we can cut it short today. I'll get back to work on the NFL. And we'll have, again, that stream later tonight and possibly a stream in the morning. But again, no NBA, no NHL tomorrow, just NFL. What's up, Matthew?
Hey, well, not forgot. I was looking this up while you guys were talking. Today's the 330th day of the year, and I don't know if you remember, but a while back, I think it was that Suns and Dallas playoff series, and I remember somebody called in, but they said that Sun sums to 330 in Latin, and I just put it in the calculator because I totally forgot about it. So, do you think that might be a good omen for the Suns tonight?
Well, here, something you can do it on StatMuse is look at their all-time record on this day.
Mm-hmm. And remember, it's just the word Sun, not Suns plural, but just the word Sun.
They do have a winning record on this day. They are 20-9, so they win at a ratio of over 2-1. Let's see what they are on the road.
Okay.
On the road, they got a losing record, 5-8.
5-8. Okay. And then what about the Kings potentially falling to that? Was it Israel birthday, 5-14? Do you think that might be something? Actually, you know what? I need to start digging into this because I just got up not too long ago. Yeah. I'll go ahead and take my thoughts off screen. I got to finish doing some digging myself. But I remember that from that playoff series that somebody called in about that.
Okay.
So
my main thought on this game was that the Suns do get upset. They're going to fall to 3-6 with the Thunder just because 36 and Thunder happens so much.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, that's all I got.
All right, what's up, Elohim?
Hey, what's that?
Yeah.
Hold on. What's that?
Yeah. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what they're doing with you see what they're doing with Mahomes in Dallas?
All the 75 stuff?
Oh man, where's it at right here? He can pick up his 113th win in Dallas, right?
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
You know,
the threat is you get a 33rd loss and stay on 49 road wins, but I'm looking at all the 75 stuff. They haven't won in Dallas in 75. They can become 7-5. Right now, Dallas leads the series 7-5.
yeah. Then Dallas become 5-5. Was it 55 days after the Nealon death? Hold on.
It definitely wasn't 55 days after the Nealon death. That just happened this month.
Hold on, not 55 days. Hold on. Was it Nealon that was? Oh no, because I know Nealon was the 56 pick of the draft, right?
Right.
Now they can fall to 5-6 now. Hold on.
That's correct.
Hold on. Man, so many NFL 106 notes I got here, but there's something about a 55 in Nealon. Is it after his birthday? Or before his birthday? But yeah, the Cowboys became 5-5. I don't know if it was. I think his birthday. But yeah, they became 5-5 in tribute to Nealon. Now they can they can drop to 5-6. Dealing with the 56 pick up draft. So I think all the favorites get it done tomorrow, Zach. They got Joe Burrow coming back just to lose to the Ravens. The Ravens can become 7-5 for the season. Cincinnati Bengals 75. The Lions should get it done. Also, they got that Amon St. Brown picture right there. You see that?
For ESPN's website.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't it make sense for them to be at home and eat the turkey right after the game? They showing him eat the turkey. And the Packers can drop to 7-4, and then LaFleur can stay on 74 regular season wins. Detroit Lions 74. He can also pick up his 37th regular season loss, Detroit 37, and the Packers can fall to 3-2 away before Denver. So I like the Lions to get it done there at home and eat the turkey. They really got Mahomes from White House, Texas, eating the turkey in Dallas. So I like Mahomes to eat the turkey in Dallas tomorrow, and Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry should also eat the turkey in Baltimore tomorrow at home. So I like all the favorites tomorrow. They should get it done, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll finish up my thoughts tonight. I do see some Baltimore and Thanksgiving numbers if the Bengals upset.
Also, thank you for defending me on that CT show yesterday, man. Just that show is just humanity is just cooked, man.
Indeed.
It's almost like he's trolling,
Yeah, he is. Like, he can't be serious.
He just repeats the same answer more like in different ways. He'll just give you the same regurgitated answer, just in a multitude of ways, but he's clearly playing dumb, and he's clearly not an American. I don't know why he is so pressed to be labeled as an African American. I mean, just be proud to be African. I mean, I don't know why.
He's not an honest person. There's no doubt about that. I mean, you just watch different clips from on the internet. He's saying completely opposite things. And I don't really want to talk about it right now, but in one place he's claiming his parents are doctors, and then another clip he's saying he grew up poor and his parents were cooks at a hospital. It's like,
I mean, Zach, do you think the easiest way to really explain to these people that are unaware of the knowledge is that practically, I mean, these people are basically doing witchcraft? I mean, is that do you think explaining it in that lens, do you think it would be easier for them to comprehend? Because I mean, it's basically witchcraft with numbers.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
You know.
We'll talk more about this. Let me get some other people in here, and then I'm going to wrap it up so I can finish up the NFL stuff today.
All right, good luck to everybody.
All right, thanks, William. All right, let's get Justin in here, then D Love.
What's going on, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
Not much, man. I kind of figured that you're doing your college football talk on Friday, right?
Yeah, we'll do the Friday stream. Yeah, where we go over all that stuff. Correct.
Okay. I was getting my StreamYard downloaded and getting everything set up for that. I just had a couple questions about college football, but I can wait till Friday though. That's fine.
If there's anything you want to share right now, it's also okay.
Well, I just had a couple questions. I was looking into putting in a future for the champions for college football, but I didn't even get a chance whenever you were talking about it to see if you had some teams who you thought could possibly be in that championship game.
Well, I've been looking at Ohio State all year because, again, they've done some rituals synced up with J.D. Vance, the vice president, who went there like last year. They won the championship on Inauguration Day. It had never been on Inauguration Day before. So I haven't really thought about who they might play at this point. I need to. We'll put some thought into that in tomorrow's stream. I'll do some thinking between now and then too. But Ohio State's definitely the one I've been looking at all year, just with the J.D. Vance connections we documented early on.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, next time, next stream you do when you talk more about college football, I'll get back on and we can chop it up more about it.
All right, sounds good.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, take care. All right, we got D Love, and then we might call it a day. What's up, D Love?
Hey, Zach, how's it going? Can you hear me all right?
I can, thank you.
Hey, man, a couple of observations on the hockey. I'm not sure about Winnipeg, Washington. There's some things I see that could go for Washington, a bunch on both sides. And what the interesting thing is, Washington can become 14-9-2 the day after Thanksgiving, would be like 14-92. Kind of interesting. And then they'd play if the Islanders won, the Islanders could be 14-9-2 day after Thanksgiving. And then the Islanders would play the Capitals, both 14-92. So the other thing I noticed is Winnipeg can get its 50th total loss in the series. Washington equals 50. Winnipeg has a.
It does also equal 49 if they held it off. I mean, they could stay on 49 just as well.
Oh, okay. Winnipeg could fall to 12-9-1, and Alex Ovechkin equals 129. He's a first overall pick. 1291 is the 210th prime, and I think it's his 21st NHL season. So maybe he has a big day. I'm not sure. Just some observations. I did like that overtime game you mentioned. Who was that? Just going through my notes. There's a lot of games here. Ottawa, Vegas, because Ottawa could also get to 28 points, and Ottawa ON like Ontario equals 28, and then Vegas would get to 28 points also. And
Okay.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but then Ottawa would be 6-4-2 away. Golden Knights equals 64. I'm not sure if that was in the notes.
Yeah, I definitely mentioned it.
Yeah, that was about it. Thanks for everything, and good luck, everyone.
All right, appreciate it, D Love. Thanks, man. All right, we don't have anybody else here. We'll wrap it up a little bit early today. Again, be selective, and we will be back later tonight, but it's probably going to be late because, like I said, I'm not going to get everything done before I got to pick up my daughter, and I don't really have a chance to get online again until after she goes to bed. So I'll start the stream around 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern if that's too late. Again, you can watch it in the morning, and I'll put out the notes when I finish them. Again, pretty much what I got to get in for the notes is just all the player section. So all the player sections are empty right now, but I got everything else. I guess I got to do the birthday to game span too, which isn't usually the most crucial piece. It's usually significant, like 1 or 2 games a week. But yeah, so I'll be working on that the rest of the day. We will stream tonight, and we'll possibly stream in the morning too. Hold on, we got one more person that wants to hop in here. What's up, Daniel?
Hey, what's up, Zach? I think I just looked it up, and Jared Goff is 7-4 against the Packers. So if he loses tomorrow,
Green Bay Packers is 84, right? So his team could become 8-4, and he could become 8-4. It sounds like
3. He's 7-3. So if he loses tomorrow, 4. Yeah, like how their record is.
Okay, but if they won, they're 8-3, like Detroit, Michigan's 83 on the 83rd meridian.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, yeah, I'll finish up. We'll talk about all this later. Like I said, I want to finish my information. So
all right, that's cool. But that was basically all I wanted to say.
All right, thanks, man. All right, yeah, we'll be back later, you guys. Until then, good luck, play smart. Don't put too many things on a ticket. And I'll see you guys later tonight. Till next time.
And I understand that he did something, 15 or so years ago that, is wrong. But again, don't judge a man. You don't know what his history was. He might have been abused as a child as well. A lot of people who do those types of things were abused as children themselves. But he is a real person that lives in the community who's living a rough life. And again, I think his story is sincere.